G'day cocktail lovers. Every now and then when I'm looking for cocktail ideas, I find one and I think, that just sounds so weird, I have to try it. This is a case in point. Would you believe this is a savoury whiskey martini? Martini in quotation marks. But it is actually not that far off a dirty martini recipe. I found this on the Difford's Guide website. It's a creation of the site owner, Simon Difford. I do get a lot of ideas from that site, so I thought I'd try one of his original ones, which I think he just invented in 2023. I'll run you through some of the components and why I think this is going to be interesting. It's a whiskey base and he recommends a Speyside single malt. Now I happen to only have this one, which is a Highland malt. I don't think it's going to be that widely divergent. Scotch aficionados just lost their mind at me saying that. I am not that deeply into Scotch, so I am going to use this one from Old Pulteney. It also calls for Bianco vermouth. Now that is, white vermouth, clear vermouth, the vast majority of times it's on the market, but that's why it's called Bianco. But it's not about the colour, it's about the sweetness. Bianco sits between sweet and dry vermouths. I'm improvising with what I have on hand. This is from South Australia. This is a rosé vermouth made with red wine grapes. But in terms of sweetness, it's right there in the Bianco area. It's between dry and sweet vermouth. I actually did the comparison with my dry vermouth and sweet vermouth just to confirm, and it does sit neatly in the middle. So it's going to make the drink a bit redder, but taste-wise, it's going to be on the point. There's also sherry in this drink, which diverges a bit from your traditional martini. And I said dirty. It calls for 1/4 ounce of olive brine, which in my mind makes a filthy, dirty martini. Nothing against it, but you're really getting there. I actually have a bottle of olive brine because I don't like olives, but I like to make dirty martinis sometimes. So I've got a bottle that is just olive brine, which will be going in. And yeah, you would normally use a garnish that would be an olive in this, but I don't like olives, so I won't be doing that. But I haven't tasted it yet. Just before going through the making, I will give it a quick taste. That is very solid. It's like a dirty martini, except, of course, the Scotch is completely different to gin. There's this fruitiness coming through really strongly that you wouldn't get with a gin. And also with the sherry in there. This is sweeter than a dirty gin martini would be, but it's got those saline elements in there as well. It really is interesting. It's not awful. I might actually get to enjoy it as I work my way through. I was worried it was just going to be terrible, but I was doing it as an experiment for you people. I'll do it for you. But now I'll tell you how we make it. In a mixing glass, we put 2 ounces or 60 mils of whiskey, and then 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of Bianco vermouth, then 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of sherry, and then 1/4 ounce or around 7.5 mils of olive brine, and then you want to put a few drops of saline solution in there as well. Add ice to the glass, stir it for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then strain it into a chilled glass. I'm using this stylish coupe. On one level, I can't believe that I never thought of making a whiskey martini. On another level, I know exactly why I didn't, because conceptually it's just quite weird. But honestly, it is a savoury, very scotchy drink with just a pleasing little amount of sweetness in there as well. I do not mind this at all. It's definitely unusual, definitely worth a try. See if you like it. A savoury whiskey martini. Cheers.